Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to do the next video of our geography series. So we all know that we were having geography series, but due to some reasons we have to pause it. But now we will again continue the series, and all of the leftover topics will be completed. So the topic we are going to discuss today is types of winds and condensation. Actually, there are four things we need to discuss here. That is types of winds, condensation, precipitation, and rainfall. But today we will be discussing only about types of winds and types of condensation, and in the next video, that is tomorrow, we will discuss about precipitation and rainfall. So let's start. But before starting, I must say one thing, that please do make notes, because whenever you make notes it is easier for you to revise those notes whenever you need. And all the things which we are discussing here, all the topics which we are discussing here are going to be very important. So please do make your notes. It will be going to very helpful to you in your revision phases. So please do make your notes. So let's start. So first of all, we will see the types of winds. So actually winds are of three types. One is primary winds, second is secondary winds, and third is tertiary winds. Tertiary winds. Similarly, condensation is of five types. I am just mentioning the names here, and later we will explain everything. So condensation is of five types. Number one is dew. Number two is frost. Number three is fog. Number four is mist. Number five is clouds. So these are the things which we will discuss in detail here in this video. So first of all, let's start with winds, and the first thing which we are going to discuss is the primary winds. Primary winds. So primary winds are first to come in existence. So these are first to come in existence. These winds are planetary winds. These winds formed due to latitudinal pressure gradients. These are formed due to latitudinal pressure gradients. That is pressure that are formed over latitudes. They help in latitudinal heat balance. Also. And so these are the things about primary winds. And when we see the examples of primary winds, we can see trade winds. With these are all the planetary winds that have effect that flow over the planet. Okay, so those will be primary winds. So there, for example, we see trade winds. So trade winds blow over all over the planet. It is not a certain country or a certain location where trade winds blow. For example, there is Lu. Okay, the Lu is a wind that blows into a certain area only, a certain part of India only. So that is not primary wind. Primary winds are those that blow over the planets. So trade winds could be one, westerlies could be one, when we have easterlies could be one, and the most important, we have jet stream. So these are the examples of primary winds. So this was about primary winds. Hope you understand these important points. Now let's move to the second type, that is secondary winds. So the secondary winds are regional or specific to particular continent. We see that primary winds were planetary winds, but secondary winds are regional and specific to particular continents. Specific to particular continents. Okay, they are formed due to thermodynamic modification of planetary winds. So these are nothing but modified form of planetary winds which form into certain continents. So these are formed due to thermodynamic thermodynamic modification of planetary winds. They also show seasonal equilibrium. So you can say season equilibrium. That is, they are in equilibrium in certain seasons, or you can see that you can see them forming in certain seasons. For example, monsoon. In India only you can see that monsoon comes as a season for certain months. Secondly, cyclones has certain time period, they need certain favorable conditions to form. So these are what secondary winds are. Now the third one are tertiary winds. So I hope you understand primary winds and secondary winds. Now we will move to tertiary winds. And these tertiary winds are only known as local winds. Local winds. So these are formed due to changes in local conditions. Formed due to changes in local conditions such as differential heating of land and water or orographic barrier, such as differential heating of land and water or orographic barrier, etc. So what is orographic barrier? Which we see in Western Ghats. The rainfall in Western Ghats are due to orographic barrier only. The Western Ghats act as a barrier there, etc. So this is how they are formed. Now they show diurnal equilibrium. Diurnal equilibrium. So first you see that primary winds are planetary winds over the earth. Secondary winds, so seasonal equilibrium, that they are for certain seasons only. But this tertiary winds show diurnal equilibrium, that is they can be changing day and nights. Okay, in the nights the flow of wind could be different, in the nights the flow of wind could be different. So the most common example of these types of winds are land bridge and sea bridges. Land bridge and sea bridge. And these land bridge and sea bridge are named at different types of winds in different regions. Okay, so we will see some of the common examples of these tertiary winds, or you can say local winds also. So I have made a rough world map. So this is North America, South America, Asia, Europe, this portion is Europe, Asia, Africa and Australia. So you all know what world map is, I don't need to explain here. And although that is not the best world map I could make, but a rough one, I have just made it very fast. So we will see some of local winds I have mentioned here also. So first local winds, we will start from North America. Here you will see a kind of wind which is known as Chinook. So this Chinook is also known as snow eater due to its property, because this is warm winds and they eats the snow. Whenever there is huge snow, these Chinooks act as a acts as reducing the effects of snow due to its heat. So that is why Chinook is an important wind in the North America. In South America you will see a wind blowing like this. This wind is known as Pompered. Okay, so this is here. Then we will see a wind coming from this region. Okay, from Arctic region. These are known as blizzards. These are blizzard. So these are all important wind. In exam they will simply ask that Chinook is a popular wind of which continent, so you should be knowing it. Okay, then you will find a wind here, that is Mistral. Mistral. Then a wind you will see blowing from here, this wind is Fawn. Then one wind coming from this side, this wind is Bora. Then again one wind coming from this side, this is Sirocco. So this Sirocco is important because it is also known as blood rain, because they takes the sand from the deserts in these regions, and when they fall as rain, you will see that sand plus rainwater are falling together, and the brownish color of sand, reddish color of sand makes it appear like blood. So that is why they are known as blood rain. In India you will see a wind blowing here, very important wind. This is known as Lu. In Africa a wind travels from this region, this is known as Harmattan. This Harmattan is also known as doctor wind. And one more wind at the tip of Africa, here near South Africa, it is known as Burj winds. And in Australia we will see a wind in southern Australian region, this is known as southerly blister. BLISTER. So these are the important types of local winds which you will able to see all over the world flowing. So this is it, and we have completed the winds part, types of winds. So I think we should take type of condensation tomorrow, because the video will become too long, and I think types of condensation we have 5 types, so it will take some time. So we will finish in types of wind today, and we will take up types of condensation in the next video, that is tomorrow. So I hope you understand all the types of wind we explained here. We have understand through the maps all the important local winds, and it is important. And please draw this map. Okay, please draw this map. Please write down your notes, because those notes are going to be very helpful to you in your revision days. And all the topics which I am teaching here are very important. Whenever you complete the notes making, it will help you. And if you are seeing the video today, so there are 22 videos before only, so you should watch from video 1, which last year I have done, but due to some reasons I had to stop this series. But now it will be continued, and we will finish it off. So this is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button, please do share, and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on a regular basis, and if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.